Hello learners, welcome to Commerce Teacher Malayalam YouTube channel. നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് നോക്കുന്നത് പാർട്ട് 3 ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റ്. പാർട്ട് 1 ആൻഡ് പാർട്ട് 2 ഓൾറെഡി അപ്ലോഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. സോ കാണാത്തവ വേഗം തന്നെ കാണാൻ ശ്രമിക്കുക. നമ്മൾ മുകളിൽ ലിങ്ക് കൊടുക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ മാനേജ്മെന്റിൽ നിന്നുമുള്ള ടോപ്പ് അതേപോലെ മോസ്റ്റ് ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് നമ്മളിവിടെ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. സ്റ്റേറ്റ് ടാക്സ് ഓഫീസർ NTA NEET JRF എക്സാം സെറ്റ് എക്സാംസിനൊക്കെ ഹൈലി യൂസ്ഫുൾ ആവുന്ന വീഡിയോ ആണ്. സോ മാക്സിമം ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക, സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക. നമുക്ക് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിലോട്ട് കിടക്കാം. നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ അവസാനമായി ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്ത ചോദ്യമായിരുന്നു വിച്ച് വൺ ഓഫ് ദ ഫോളോയിങ് കോമ്പിനേഷൻ ഓഫ് റൂൾസ് സ്റ്റാൻഡ്സ് ട്രൂ while preparing schedule of change in working capital. അതിൽ ഓപ്ഷൻസ് ആയി തന്നിരുന്നത് ആൻഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് അസെറ്റ് ഇൻക്രീസസ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ, ആൻഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് അസെറ്റ് ഡിക്രീസസ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ, ആൻഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് ലയബിലിറ്റീസ് ഡിക്രീസ് ഇൻ വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ, ആൻഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ് ഇൻ കറണ്ട് ലയബിലിറ്റീസ് ഇൻക്രീസസ് വർക്കിംഗ് ക്യാപിറ്റൽ. ഇതിൽ നിന്നും കറക്റ്റ് ഓപ്ഷൻ ചൂസ് ചെയ്യാനായിരുന്നു പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുണ്ടായിരുന്നു. കമൻറ്റ് സെക്ഷനിൽ ഇടാൻ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. ആഷ മാത്യു കറക്റ്റ് ആൻസർ പറഞ്ഞിരുന്നു. കൺഗ്രാറ്റ്സ്. എക്സാംസിന് നന്നായി പ്രിപ്പയർ ചെയ്യുക, കൂടുതൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് വർക്ക്ഔട്ട് ചെയ്യുക, അതേപോലെ ആ ഒരു ഏരിയ ക്ലിയർ ചെയ്യുക. സോ ദ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ കറക്റ്റ് ആൻസർ ഈസ് ആൻസർ ബി, ബോത്ത് 1 and 3. An increase in current asset increases working capital, and also an increase in current liabilities decreases working capital. So next question. Insufficient working capital may result in which combination of the following? The options are failure to adapt to changes, enhancement in credit worthiness of the firm, reduced availability of trade and cash discounts, reduced volume of sales. The codes are also given. Working capital is the difference between an organization's current asset and its current liabilities. Working capital management ensures a company has sufficient liquidity or cash flow in order to meet its short-term obligation and operating expenses. A poor and inefficient working capital management leads to tying up of funds in ideal asset and reduces the liquidity and profitability of a company. It thus prevents from failures to adapt to changes, reduced availability of trade and cash discount, reduced volume of production and sales, etc. ഇങ്ങനെയുള്ള ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഒരുപാട് തവണ റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ചോദ്യമാണ്. നമുക്ക് കറക്റ്റ് ആൻസർ ഏതാന്ന് നോക്കാം. ദി കറക്റ്റ് ആൻസർ ഈസ് ആൻസർ ബി, 1, 3, 4. Insufficient working capital may result into the combination of failure to adapt to changes, enhancement in credit worthiness of the firm is wrong, and then reduced availability of trade and cash discount is correct, and reduced volume of sales. So correct answer is answer B. Next question, which combination of the following represent the assumption of the Walters dividend model? The options are the company has a very long or perpetual life. All earnings are either reinvested internally or distributed as dividend. There is no flotation cost for the company. Cost of capital of the company is constant. Select the correct one from the codes given below. The codes are also given. The assumptions of Walters model of the dividend policy include financing of the company's requirement is done through the retained earnings with no external financing. The rate of return R and the cost of capital K remain constant irrespective of any change in the investment. The earning per share EPS and DPS dividend per share remain constant. The firm has a perpetual life. These are the major assumptions of Walters model of the dividend policy. So the correct answer for that question is answer C, 1, 2, 4. The assumptions of Walters dividend model: the company has a very long or perpetual life. All earnings are either reinvested internally or distributed as dividend. Cost of capital of the company is constant. Correct answer is answer C. Which of the following is not a source of credit information of prospective customers? The options are letter of credit, bank reference, trade inquiry, credit bureau. So what is letter of credit? Letter of credit is highly customizable and enable new trade relationship by reducing credit risk. But it can add to the cost of doing business in the form of bank fees and formalities. The advantages and disadvantages also given. The correct answer for this question is answer A. Letter of credit is not a source of credit information of prospective customers. Next one, the portion of earnings which is distributed among shareholders in the form of dividend is called. The options are proprietary ratio, earning yield ratio, payout ratio, retention ratio. A dividend is a distribution of a portion of a company's earnings decided by the board of directors, paid to a class of its shareholders. Dividends can be issued as cash payments, as shares of stock, or other property. So we can say that a share of the company's net profit distributed by the company to its stockholders is called dividend. The correct answer for this question is answer C. Payout ratio. Next question, select the correct code regarding motives for holding inventories by firms. The options are transition motive, precautionary motive, competitive motive, environmental motive, speculative motive. The codes are also given. The major motives for holding inventories are transition motive, to match timeline between demand and supply of raw materials. Precautionary motive, to hold inventory against unpredictable risk. Speculative motive, to benefit from quantity discount due to bulk purchasing or anticipated price hike. So the correct answer for that question, answer A, 1, 2, 5. Motives for holding inventories by firms, transition motive, precautionary motive, and finally speculative motive. Next one, dividend is not relevant in determining the value of the company. Who among the following held this opinion? The options are J.E. Walter, Ezra Solomon, Modigliani Miller, M.J. Gordon. The correct answer for this question, answer C. Modigliani Miller. MM theory. MM theory proposed by Modigliani Miller. MM theory is a irrelevant theory. Dividend irrelevance theory. Next one, concentration banking is a method of, the options are decentralized collection, centralized collection, direct collection, payment only through checks. Concentration banking is a system of decentralizing collections, and also other informations are given. The correct answer for this question is answer A, decentralized collection. Concentration banking is a method of decentralized collection. Next one, which one of the following assumption not included in the James E. Walter valuation model? The options are all financing by retained earnings only, no change in the key variables such as EPC and DPS. The firm has finite life. All earnings are further distributed as dividend or invested internally immediately. The questions are, in another model we already discussed the assumptions of Walter's model of the dividend policy. We also know. So the correct answer, answer C. Under James E. Walter valuation model, the assumptions are the firm has infinite life or long life, perpetual life. So the option C is wrong. Other options are correct answer for the assumptions of James E. Walter valuation model. So the correct answer is answer C. The firm has finite life. Next one, cash flow management involves logbook system, marketable securities, play in the float, concentration bank accounts. The cards are given. Choose the correct answer. The correct answer is answer B, 134. Cash flow management involves logbook system, play in the float, concentration bank accounts. Next one, dividend capitalization model was developed by. The options are Ezra Solomon, Myron G. Gordon, James E. Walter, Merton H. Miller, and Franco Modigliani. The correct answer is answer B, Myron J. Gordon. Next one, insufficient working capital in any firm may also result into. The options are failure to adapt to changes, overcapitalization, reduced availability of trade and cash discount, reduced volume of production and sales. The codes are given. This question in another type we also discussed. The correct answer is answer A, 134. Failure to adapt to changes, reduced availability of trade and cash discount, reduced volume of production and sales. Correct answer is answer A. Next one. Which one of the following assumption not covered in the Walters model of the dividend policy? The options are all financing is done through retained earnings. Firm's business risk does not change due to additional investments. The firm has an infinite life. The key variables like EPS and DPS keep on changing. We already discussed the assumptions of Walters model of the dividend policy. The correct answer for that question? Answer D. The assumptions of Walters model of the dividend policy is all financing is done through retained earnings. Firm's business risk does not change due to additional investments. The firm has an infinite life. The key variables EPS and DPS is constant, does not changing. So correct answer is answer D. Next one, which one of the following emphasizes the qualitative aspect of working capital management? The options are gross working capital, net working capital, quick working capital, none of these. Funds are also needed for short-term purpose, for the purchase of raw materials, payment of wages and other day-to-day expenses, etc. These funds are known as working capital. This concept gives more emphasis on the qualitative aspect rather than the quantitative aspect of working capital. According to this concept, the excess of the current assets over current liabilities is known as working capital. If the current asset and current liabilities are equal, it indicates absence of working capital in the business. So the correct answer is answer B, net working capital. Next one, dividend irrelevance hypothesis implied in the options are traditional model, Walter model, Gordon model, MM model. Irrelevance theory. Dividend irrelevance theory is one of the major theories concerning dividend policy in an enterprise. It was first developed by Franco Modigliani and Merton Miller in a famous seminar paper in 1961. The authors claim that neither the price of firm's stock nor its cost of capital are affected by its dividend policy. So the correct answer for this question, answer D, MM model. Next one, permanent working capital is generally financed through. The options are long-term capital funds, government assistance, internal financing, short-term loans from banks. Every business needs funds to finance its asset and activities. Investment is required to be made in fixed asset and current asset. Fixed asset are those which remain in the business for more than 1 year, usually for much longer. Example, plant and machinery, furniture and fixture, land and building vehicles, etc. These assets can also be termed as permanent working capital. Decision to invest in fixed asset must be taken very carefully as the investment is usually quite large. It must be financed through long-term sources of capital such as equity or preference shares, debentures, long-term loans and retained earnings of the business. Fixed assets should never be financed through short-term sources. The correct answer is the permanent working capital is generally financed through long-term capital funds. Next one, the appropriate ratio for indicating liquidity crisis is, the options are operating ratio, sales turnover ratio, current ratio, asset test ratio. Asset test ratio or quick ratio equal to quick asset divided by current liabilities, or current asset minus inventory divided by current liabilities equal to quick ratio. The quick ratio is much more conservative measure of short-term liquidity than the current ratio. We reduce the amount of funds held up in inventory from the current assets so that we can get a clear picture of how much fund can be mobilized for payment of dues in case of a cash crunch or liquidity crisis. So the correct answer is answer D, asset test ratio. Then next question, who proposed a model to apply economic order quantity EOQ concept of inventory management to determine the optimum cash holding in a firm? The options are also given: Kate Smith, Miller Adolph, William J. Baumol, J.M. Keynes. The correct answer C. Next question, match the following. List 1 and list 2 given. Modigliani-Miller approach, net operating income approach, short-term money market instruments, factoring. List 2, commercial paper, working capital management, capital structure, arbitrage. From the codes, choose the correct answer. The correct answer is answer B. Modigliani-Miller approach is under capital structure theories. Net operating income approach is under related with arbitrage. Short-term money market instruments is connected with commercial papers. Factoring is connected with working capital management. Next one, match the following. List 1 and list 2 given. Net income approach, Gordon model, internal rate of return, reorder level. List 2, inventory management, capital budgeting, capital structure theory, dividend policy. This is simple question, so please answer. The correct answer is answer B. Net income approach is under capital structure theory. Gordon model is under dividend theory, and internal rate of return is related with capital budgeting, and reorder level is connected with inventory management. So correct answer is answer B. Next one, a sale and leaseback arrangement is more suitable for a lessee having. The options are liquidity crisis, surplus fund, high profit, no loss. A sale and leaseback arrangement is more suitable for a lessee having liquidity crisis. A leaseback is an arrangement where an asset seller leases back the asset from the purchaser. In a leaseback arrangement, the details of the arrangement, such as the lease payment and lease duration, are made immediately after the sale of the asset. Essentially, the seller of the asset becomes the lessee and the purchaser becomes the lessor. So, correct answer. Answer A. Liquidity crisis. Next one, capital structure and leverage decision come in the ambit of the options are investment decision, distribution decision, financing decision, dividend decision. The correct answer? Answer C. Financing decision. Next one, which one of the following analysis is suitable for risk return analysis in financial decision? The options are CAPM analysis, SWOT analysis, captive gearing, EVA analysis. Economy value added analysis. Which one is correct answer? The correct answer, answer A. We already discussed in this question in later video. Answer A. CAPM analysis. Capital asset pricing model analysis is more suitable for risk return analysis in financial decision. Next one, a statement of change in financial position typically will not disclose the effect of. The options are share capital issued to acquire productive facilities, dividends on shares declared, cash dividend declared but not yet paid, purchase and retirement of treasury stock. The correct answer? Answer B. Dividends on share declared. Next one, match list 1 with list 2. List 1, certain formulas are given. List 2, Kelly's coefficient of skewness, Bowley's measure of skewness, Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness. The options are given. Kelly's coefficient of skewness. Kelly developed another measure of skewness which is based on percentile deciles. The formula for measuring skewness is as follows, based on percentile. Bowley's coefficient of skewness. Bowley developed a measure of skewness which is based on quartile values. The formula of measuring skewness is given. Next one, Carl Pearson coefficient of skewness. The formula is given. So the correct answer for that question, answer A. The last and final question, which one of the following is the most pervasive and sustaining objectives of financial decision making? The options are given. Profit maximization, earning maximization, value maximization, cost minimization. The primary objectives of financial management is profit maximization, wealth maximization, and value maximization. Value maximization is the ultimate objective of financial management. Or the most pervasive and sustaining objectives of financial decision making is option C, value maximization. So please subscribe our channel. Financial management first videoയിൽ നമ്മൾ 5th ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ്റെ ആൻസർ എക്സ്പ്ലനേഷൻ ആയിട്ട് ഈ ഒരു സ്ക്രീൻ കൊടുത്തത് മാറിപ്പോയതാണ്. സെയിം ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ തന്നെയാണ് റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് എക്സ്പ്ലനേഷൻ്റെ രൂപത്തിൽ കൊടുത്തത്. സോറി ഫോർ ദാറ്റ് മിസ്റ്റേക്ക്. ഈ ഒരു സ്ക്രീൻ നിങ്ങൾ അവോയ്ഡ് ചെയ്യുക. കറക്റ്റ് ആൻസർ ഫോർ ദിസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഈസ് ആൻസർ ഡി. Equity shareholders would demand higher returns. PE ratio of company would increase and tax shield would not be available on new debt. This is totally wrong options. Rate of return of the company would increase is a explicit cost. The implicit cost of increasing proportional debt of the company is equity shareholders would demand higher returns. Okay, clear. So, ഇനി നമ്മൾ കോൺട്രാക്ട് ലോ ബേസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ട് വീഡിയോസ് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. സിലബസ് വരുമ്പോഴേക്കും ന്യൂ സിലബസ് വരുമ്പോഴേക്കും നമ്മൾ അക്കൗണ്ടൻസി, GST or ലോ പാർട്ട്, ഫിനാൻഷ്യൽ മാനേജ്മെൻറ്റ്, മേജർ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് അതേപോലെ ക്ലാസ്സസ് ഒക്കെ കവർ ചെയ്യുന്നതായിരിക്കും. So please like, share, subscribe, comment our channel. Thank you.